Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back to watch another episode of House of the Dragon. This is season 1, episode 7. It is called Driftmark. Last episode was kind of wild. We had two deaths by fire that were pretty substantial, I feel like, and will have long-lasting consequences. So we had Lena Velaryon, Daemon's wife, unable to deliver her baby, and instead of being cut open in order to potentially save the baby, she had Vhagar burn her, which is just wild. Like, what a badass way to go out, if we're being honest. Little bit of a bummer that she was really only in this one episode, the older actress that is. Would have liked to see her carry on through more of the series, but it is what it is. And I think the result of her death is gonna be like the setting for this episode, because I believe, like it says, we're on Driftmark for the funeral service for her, and that's probably where most of the dramatic events of this episode will take place. And from what I'm vaguely aware of, some real dramatic stuff goes down, just from watching the 30-second trailer after last episode. Now, the second and third deaths by fire last episode were the Hand of the King and his son, Sir Harwin Strong. Alicent was talking mad shiz to her little sneaker friend, whatever his name is, Laris? Is that his name? The cripple guy. And she was like, man, I wish my father were here. And he was like, oh, duh, I'll kill my family. And so he burns alive his brother and his dad. I mean, he must have hated them already, but like, if he didn't hate them, like, what if he actually loved them and he's just like a creepy sociopath? That would be wild. I think that is going to have drastic consequences, because now it's very much going to feel like Alicent is losing control of the situation, right? Like, before, she was mad and felt like things were slightly out of her control. Now she's like truly going to feel like trapped and out of control, so she'll probably lash out and do something wild, which is, I'm guessing, what we see in the trailer when she tries to like stab someone with that little dagger. So I think that's gonna have direct consequences in this episode. And I don't think people will find out what happened, but you know, it's definitely gonna come into play. So before we jump into this episode, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you are interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That's linked in the description below. But otherwise, let's jump into episode 7 of House of the Dragon. Ooh, we're getting to it immediately. Okay. Come into the house, Lena Velaryon. Dominion of the Merlin King. Freaking Otto, get out of here. We don't want you to be Hand of the King anymore. Why are you laughing? To the sea we shall return. Dang, they made that like really sad and dramatic.
We have nothing in common.
The hand turns loom. Spool of green. That means the Hand of the King is gonna weave a tapestry that helps the green people. Wow. That was cute.
From the old Driftmark, it means everyone's dead.
True. True. And that is a bummer to think about. See, this kid, he tries to be somewhat okay while his brother's getting plastered. Brother, you're not about to drown yourself right now.
Retrieve your patron.
Yeah, he's supposed to be looking after him and protecting him, right? That's his role. And he is not doing so. But I feel like that interaction might have played off to everyone else in a different light.
You should return with us to King's Landing. It's time that you came home.
Pentos is my home. And that of my children.
Damon. I know we've had our differences.
Come on, brother.
I need nothing.
Sorry for your loss, my prince.
No matter how fat the leech grows, it always wants for another meal.
Damn right, Damon. Tell him how it is. Otto, your hair's looking scraggly, brother. Should see a barber.
Go to bed, Emma.
Oh.
Shall I see after Queen Alicent, your grace?
He didn't even know her name. Dang, that's gotta be rough for Alicent. The king doesn't even know her name anymore. He doesn't see her as her. It's like a couple episodes ago when she was saying how people don't see her as herself, they just see her as the queen. Now even the king sees her that way.
Mayhaps the gods have scorned us for our insatiable pride.
Ooh.
The crown was yours.
It's not justice for your wife that drives you, it is your own ambition.
Probably a little bit of both.
I gave up the idea of wearing a crown a generation ago. It is you, Lord Husband, who refuses to abandon this pursuit, even now at the cost of our children.
I mean, I don't know if that played into the fact of your daughter dying, but...
You would have me cast an even darker shadow over those little boys than already exists.
We are alone here, husband.
Yeah,
You can speak
that would
the
be...
plain truth as we both know it.
That would be a substantial thing.
Rhaenyra's children are not of your blood.
Still,
We did try to conceive a child. We performed our duty as best we could.
should have brought that steward guy in with it. And just at the last second did a little switcheroo.
Harren's curse is said to be as strong now as it was after the conquest.
It's a ghost story. One Sir Oscar and the Queen would gladly exploit.
Yep.
I do not believe Alicent's capable of cold murder.
But her helper, definitely.
I've been alone. You abandoned me.
I spared you. You were a child.
Yes. Yes, I was a child. And look at what my life became without you. Droll tragedy.
Go on, I wonder what you think of mine by comparison.
I know little of it.
You were gone, man. She doesn't know anything about your life anymore. But she's loved you.
Did you love her?
We were happy enough. I am at least allowed to mourn my losses.
Yeah, she can't. You gonna kiss right now? That looks like something you're about to do.
I'm no longer a child.
True, no doubt. Still incest, but true, no doubt. Laris is probably watching Rhaenyra. Ooh. Let's go. You gonna bone down right on this salty beach? Oh, they are gonna... They're just gonna straight smash on the beach. Did they at least, like, find some sort of shelter? Okay. I was like, they're just in the middle of the beach. Like in the sand. They're making this pretty sensual as well. Will Daemon actually be able to contribute to this interaction? Dang, they're actually gonna do it. Oh no. Oh wait, is that kid watching them or what is he doing? My brother in Christ, what are you about to do? Oh, are you gonna try and steal a dragon? Gang. What a little gangster. Where are you going? I guess there's only one available, right? In Vhagar? This episode's so dark. Go big or go home. Full send, kid. You silly? Still gonna send it. You gonna wake it up before you start climbing, or are you gonna climb and just hope that you can hold on? Climb first. Good thing Vhagar is way too old to care anymore. Yeah, Vhagar, chill out. That shot is kind of insane. Vhagar is staring him down like, son, you better be cool. I only let cool people ride me. Sobes means fly. Look at that monster. She trying to shake you off. You gotta break her. Yo. Honestly, this kid, what a champ. What a champ. Oh my god. That would be the most frightening thing in the world. You should have tied your waist around. You gotta learn to dragon ride, son. Especially since she's trying to throw you off. She's dive bombing to scare the piss out of you. Oh. This is like a scene from How to Train Your Dragon. Bugs! Birds! Bird strike! Bird strike! Left engine blown! Right engine blown! Eject! Eject! It's a Top Gun Maverick reference, in case you guys were wondering. Come on, Vhagar. This boy's giving you a purpose. So you're not just some sad old lady anymore. I can't help but be happy for this kid. I know we're not supposed to like Alicent and her children, but Honestly, what a vibe for this kid. Just steals the biggest, oldest dragon there. Dang, Vagar. Just break everything when you land, why don't you?
It's him.
It's me.
Oh, what a response. It's me.
Vega has a new rider now.
She was mine to claim.
Then you should have claimed her. Maybe your cousins can find you a pig to ride. It'd suit you.
Oh, damn, Damon. Oh. 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 God dang, kid. Oh, that's don't do that.
Bastards.
My father's still alive.
Doesn't know, does he? All strong.
Oh, them's fighting words, boy. Them's fighting words, boy. Oh. Damn. This kid went straight villain mode as soon as he got a dragon. Oh, yeah. Pocket sand. Oh. 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 That was some solid pocket sand. Way to be sly with it.
How could you allow such a thing to happen?
Hey, kid was going goblin mode. He deserved it.
Who did this?
They attacked me. He attacked Baylor. He attacked Baylor.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of all attacked each other, but that kid did go straight villain mode.
Enough!
My son telling the tale.
Silence!
The legitimacy of my son's birth was put loudly to question.
What?
Called us bastards.
He deserved it.
My sons are in line to inherit the Iron Throne, Your Grace. This is the highest of treasons.
Facts. Damon's just watching like, ooh, snap.
My son has lost an eye.
And he deserved it.
You tell me, boy.
I mean, the kid's a badass, but he went straight villain mode.
Who spoke these lies to you?
His mother. The queen.
It was Egon. Me.
Oh, he throws his brother under the bus.
This interminable infighting must cease! All of you! Now make your apologies and show goodwill to one another. Your father, your grandsire, your king demands it!
Damn straight. Damn straight. Put your foot down, king. You old ass leprosy ridden king. Oh. Alicent gonna do something dangerous though. She ain't ready to give it up.
Insufficient.
What would you have me do?
There is a debt to be paid. I shall have one of her son's eyes in return.
Yo, Alicent, you are crazy.
Sir Kristen, bring me the Eye of Lucerys Velaryon.
Hey, Kristen.
You will do no such thing.
Stay your hand.
No, you have sworn to me!
He's sworn to the king. Yeah, she was saying privately, you're my servant, but he was like, publicly, I can't say that. I am sworn to the king.
Anyone whose tongue dares to question the birth of Princess Rhaenyra's sons should have it removed. Alicent, stay with the king!
Oh, you saucy hoe. Ooh. Yep, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, Kristen Cole, you whiny little bitch. You sit down.
Where is duty? Where is sacrifice? It's trampled under your pretty foot again.
Release the blade, Allison.
Exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding beneath the cloak of your own righteousness. But now they see you as you are.
Damn right they see you as you are. Oh, she just cut her wrist.
Do not mourn me, mother. It was a fair exchange. I may have lost an eye.
She got a dragon, boy. Damn straight, son. Worth it. Honestly, that's kind of a badass thing to say. Kid's been going goblin mode all episode, but that was a pretty sick thing to say. You know, I was hyped for this kid. I was like, yeah, get that dragon, son. And then he comes back and he's straight villain mode. Just beating the shiz out of his siblings and cousins and stuff. He was ready to kill him. You know, before he had a dragon, they were mean and cruel to him. Figures as soon as he gets a dragon, he's like, hey, I'm gonna send that right back at you.
I've never seen that side of you, my daughter.
He's proud.
We play an ugly game.
He's like, finally, I can speak plain with you.
What that rogue Aemond has done in winning Vhagar to our side.
Oh yeah, they have a dragon now.
It's worth 1,000 times the price he paid.
That's facts. That's facts. In the grand battle, they have a dragon.
I tried.
Again, bring a third party into the room, and when he is near completion, just do a little switcheroo. Little pull out of one hole, put it in the other. Little splash and dash. Dash and splash. Other way around.
I hate the gods for making me as they did.
Don't.
I do not.
Yeah.
You are an honorable man.
Ally.
I will raise our sons to be princes of the realm.
Lynn.
You deserve better than what I have been.
True. She does.
You deserve a husband.
Yeah, but it won't be you, son. My brother in Christ, it will not be you. So they have, what, 3 dragons now? Kill my husband, please.
I need you, Uncle.
I need you to murder my boy. And then marry me.
Kasto ti mer pinayuragon kostondawr. Ilvur anogri ilot letago. Hai I got errenisi humendima.
Facts. Do it. Do it.
Velaria and Bonyaris.
We are of the fire. We are the blood of the dragon.
Rzoni iksi.
I like how you can still see them in the background.
We could not marry unless Leonor were dead.
You know what you gotta do, brother. She's aware.
I know.
Whoa, dude, is she about to orchestrate the death of her husband? What a baller move. The downfall of House Valerian.
What are you asking of me, my lord?
Kill Laenor.
A quick death.
You have always looked down on me.
I do love Lenum.
And grant him this
What if
kindness.
Laenor wins?
You forget yourself.
My lord, please.
Kick him into the fire.
This will cost Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys
Oh,
theirs
you
will
did kick him
remain.
into the fire.
And the realm will whisper that I was somehow responsible.
Oh my God. Jesus. Why are you cutting your mouth? Oh, blood must bind. What a cool wedding ceremony. Wow. Absolutely bonkers, dude. That's just wild. Oh, he didn't kill him. Nice. All right. Hell yeah, Chief. Let's go. Dude, what a champ. He doesn't kill him. And now they're bailing. They're getting the hell out of there. This show is crazy, dude. I still think I enjoy Rings of Power more just because of the world and the sense of good versus evil and hope and all that jazz that comes with Tolkien-esque writing and setting. But the things that happen in this show are like, you can't compare. Just like, I mean, it's such a weird thing to say that, like, in certain respects, a kid losing his eye in this show can feel almost as dramatic as Mount Doom exploding in another show. It's like, it's wild. I mean, again, I still think I like Rings of Power more, but it's not even like a this is a step down. It's like 1A and 1B. They're both like cranking it at the top for me, right? They're fantastic shows. This episode is bonkers. Like, we start right off the bat with the funeral for Lena, which was like a sad, dramatic, like dark thing. They talk about in the after episode how this is a dark episode for the families, and it also was kind of dark in terms of like lighting. The sequence where Aemon is stealing the dragon, like the lead up to that scene was very dark and very hard to see what was going on because it was like super cloudy, and it was also meant to be like in the dead of night, but I think they filmed that during the day, so it's like very curious. But this whole like after funeral, it's like a wake, and they talked about how in the after episode how this is the first thing they filmed, like completely the very first thing they filmed in the show, which is very interesting because it just adds to that feeling of everyone being like on different pages. Like no one is like really connected, and they talked about how there's like 5 different storylines happening with like 40-50 different people in this one scene, and it's crazy. We have, you know, the king requesting his brother home. We have Rhaenyra kind of longing for that connection with either her father or her uncle or really anyone, because her husband is off thinking about killing himself in the sea, and she feels abandoned by everyone essentially, which is a interesting parallel between her and Alicent, because last episode Alicent talked about how she feels like there's no one in the kingdom that's on her side. And kind of the whole season, Rhaenyra has felt this sense of abandonment, and she had Harwin Strong involuntarily abandon her and then die. So everyone's just kind of on their own, and the vibes are off, and even like Rhaenys, like, even though she's a Targaryen, she is like giving Rhaenyra the cold shoulder, because she very much resents the fact that her kids are bastards, and it's just like, it's a whole big thing, and it's just like very uncomfortable, and no one is happy about anything. Even like Rhaenys and Corlys, he's like, bro, like, we deserve the throne, and she's like, fam, like, I've given it up. Like, I'm done. I've stopped trying to get this throne. Like, why do you care? Like, our kids are dead. Like, our daughter is dead, and all you care about right now is the throne. Like, stop, man. Like, it's just, her life sucks, honestly. Like, her life has been, at the end of it, not a fun time. She had the throne, again, taken from her, and then now she believes both her children are dead. She's got grandkids, but it's rough. Scene I really liked. I liked Daemon and Rhaenyra reuniting about 30% of the way through the episode, when they finally kiss and then bone down on this beach, where she makes it plain, like, how she feels about him. Like, in the past, she's kind of, I mean, it's been clear that she wants him in the past, but she's never said it with words. At the wedding episode, she kind of like sarcastically said it, where she's like, if you want me, like, take me. But it was somewhat sarcastic, and it's like she doesn't actually expect him to do it in that situation. But in this, I mean, he has a good line where he's like, at least I'm allowed to mourn my losses, which was nice, because it shows some sympathy for her in that situation. But then she straight up is like, you abandoned me. Like I love you, and I know you love me, and you left. You left me on my own to fight this fight, and I needed you. And he is like, let's make out. And they have sex on the beach, while at the same time, friggin' Aemon Targaryen, this hooligan. Honestly, I was rooting I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this kid. Like, the first half of this episode, I'm rooting for him. As he's stealing this dragon, I was like, hell yeah, kid, let's go. Like, all the members of your family, your cousins and your brother, have been just roasting you and bullying you for not having a dragon. And he sees an opportunity to take a dragon, and he's gonna take it. And Vhagar is like, at first is like, dude, don't. Like, not in the mood right now. Like, Vhagar's staring him down, giving him the death eyes, and is like, if you sit on top of me, I swear to God. But then it's like breaking in a horse, like in the movie Spirit, or really any other horse cowboy related movie, where you hop on and they try and buck you off, and if you can stay on, that horse is yours now. And little boy, he holds on. Vhagar, gigantor dragon, not as nimble. Maybe if she was a smaller, quicker dragon, might have been able to throw him off, but she isn't thrown off, or he isn't thrown off, and the dragon is his now. And he goes back, and they're like, it's him, and he's like, it's me. It's like, ooh, like, literally the second this kid gets a dragon, he goes villain mode. He's on that goblin time, son. And they're trying to fight him, and he's just like, he's mean now. He's like, I have endured this bullying for years, and now I have a dragon, you're getting it right back. Like, you guys think you can come up on me? Nah, fam. Like, I'll beat the shiz out of you. And he's taking him. He's taking 4v1. He's got no qualms about hitting girls. He's like, let's go. I'll beat you to death with this rock. Like, I don't care. Like, he's got a dragon. He's fully willing to make this a war between the families at this point. Like, he's sick of it. Which, if you think about it, is such a youth thing to do. Like, the adults are very much willing to kind of like try and remain calm for as long as possible. He's like, nah, fam, like, we're going to war. And is it Jace or Luke hits him with the pocket sand? Classic. You should have yelled pocket sand. Pocket sand. And they cut his eye out. And then I think this is truly the moment, like they said, where the families solidify into their two separate groups, of the greens and the blacks, and they're having it out right in here. And Alicent is like, dude, I want that kid's eye. Like, I'm taking that kid's eye. And they make it public that he called them bastards. And now the king is like, bro, he's flipping out on everyone. He's like, if anyone else says this, I will cut your fudging tongue out. And he looks at the queen when he says that, which means, like, you bring this up again. Like, Queen Alicent, you bring this up again, I will cut your tongue out. It's like one of the first moments where Viserys is finally showing some balls. Like he's willing to take control of the room as king and tell everyone, you shut the fudge up or I am killing everyone in this room. And there's all these small subtle moments between all the characters in this scene where, you know, Kristen Cole's laughing and the commander of the Kingsguard's looking at him, and Alicent demands that Kristen takes the kid's eye, and she's like, you're sworn to me, and he's like, as your protector. Like, he would have done it if everyone else wasn't there. He totally would have gone and cut this kid's eye out. But the fact that everyone's there, including his Lord Commander, he's like, publicly, can't be on your side right now. And she snaps and she tries to take this kid's eye herself. And Rhaenyra, now that she feels she has the backing of Daemon, like she feels like someone's supporting her in this moment, is totally willing to just like take it head on. She's like, all right, bet, cut me, see what happens. And this kind of completely cuts the legs out from Alicent in this moment. And yeah, she's kind of forced to subside, even though her family did gain quite the prize in Vhagar. She doesn't realize that at the moment. Daemon is just leaning and watching this whole thing happen. He's like, all right, yeah, tear each other apart. Let's see what happens. But oh man, her kid has such a badass line. I mean, that kid, he's a straight villain now, but kid's a badass, if we're being honest. Where he's like, it's okay, mother. It's a fair trade. I lost an eye, but I gained a dragon. It's like, yeah, dude, if you weren't awful, you're probably gonna be awful in the future. If your whole mood hadn't changed and you were still a decent kid, you might be climbing the ranks for one of my favorite characters. But yeah, Otto explains to Alicent, he's like, this is the first time I've actually been proud of you in my entire life. And now you have a dragon, so we're gonna win the Game of Thrones. They're not. They're super not. I think we're all aware that they lose. Blacks all day, baby. Laenor, he recommits himself to Rhaenyra, and it's very interesting to watch her mood change in this scene because she's like happy. she's happy before he says this. Like, she's like happy because she feels she has Damon now, and then he recommits himself to her, and she's like instantly like bummed because she's like, frick, I forgot you're married to me. And then so she has to have a chat with Damon where they essentially, she's like, you need to marry me and we need to kill off my husband, which is bonkers. I thought they actually killed him. I was like, holy cow, like that smoking corpse in the fire. I was like, god dang, son. Good thing they don't have the morgue to test like dental records right now, because they might have been able to figure out, hey, this ain't my kid. But Damon bribes the steward helper guy, and he's like, you and my homeboy get the hell out of Dodge. Go across the sea to Pentos. Doesn't matter what your name is. You can change your name if you want. You just have cash money and you can do anything. Go, there has to be witnesses to show that this fight happened, so that the corpse in the fire is believed to be Laenor. And then Damon and Rhaenyra get married. And it's like, hell yeah. And then, yeah, the final shot of the episode, Laenor alive, going across the sea. And I was like, oh, okay. Bless up. Made sure to give him a moment with Rhaenyra where she's like, you're a good and honorable man. And then, so that way when he goes and leaves across the sea, it's like, you can root for him a bit. You're like, yes, get out of here, dude. Like, some mad shiz is about to go down. Like, bless up to you for getting the hell out of Dodge. But now, who knows what's going to happen next. I'm guessing the king has some sort of like health scare next episode, because Otto Hightower in the trailer is on the throne and he's essentially ruling the kingdom for the king. And that is very much not good, because he is on Team Green and we are on Team Black. And it looks like Corlys dies next episode as well, because the Driftmark throne is open for business. Whoever wants it can have it. So I wonder if one of Rhaenyra's kids will go and claim it. Because they made a point in this episode to bring up either Jace or Luke, whichever the younger one is, where he was like, you're the heir to Driftmark. And he was like, yeah, but if I get it, that means everyone's dead. And it's like, well, it's yours now. What else? The younger actors. So the actors that are playing all the children are going to be aging up. And this will be the final time jump of the series, as far as I'm aware. So starting next episode, all of the actors will be the ones that we carry through with to the end of the series, as far as I'm aware, which is very interesting. For some reason, the king's children, so Aegon and Aemon and the girl, look substantially older than their cousins, Rhaenyra's kids, which is very interesting. Like, it's how many years is the gap between this episode and next episode? Because those kids look hecka older. Like that kid that got a dragon, he's like, now that I have a dragon, I'm gonna age 15 years. Oh man, this show is crazy. This show is absolutely bonkers sometimes. Like, some of the stuff that happens in this show, specifically the Game of Thrones universe, I guess, can't happen anywhere else. Like the politics that, like, there's substantial politics that absolutely can result in death. Like, it's very different. It's different from like Rings of Power specifically, because like Rings of Power, typically these big, like, death in the Lord of the Rings universe results from war and fighting, like that, like general type of thing. It results from the conflict of the bigger world defining conflict, right? But death in the Game of Thrones universe can be the result of these small petty little things, or like the machinations of someone who wants to be in just a slightly higher position, or greed, or like death is, it's more common, but like again, it can result from some of the smallest things, which it adds a level of tension to this show that doesn't necessarily appear in Rings of Power, because you can be witnessing all these small little things happen and be like, oh, this could very much result in the death of one of the characters. If some of these like political things were happening in Rings of Power, you very much would not expect it to lead to the murder of a child or cutting out someone's eye, right? So just the two vibes of the show are so different, but they're still so incredible in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think that's all I got. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That would mean the world as well. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.